Hello, this is Shawn. I'm going to go through a little activity. These are story dice, but done with a little twist. And so if you aren't familiar with story dice, I'll do a little explanation to it and then walk you through my process for this. So for this one, I am in Google Sheets and I have a series of graphic images that just pop up. Now I can build these graphics by just going through my tabs and inserting images, and I'll show you how to add one of those here in a second. But what's neat about this is if I hit Control R, it's going to refresh the images. Now when it does, the idea about this is based on these images, I come up with a story. So there once was a person who lived in a desert. He longed to move somewhere where there was more abundant food and incorporate this, incorporate that, incorporate that. And so you rebuild the story, and it could be a group project where you're all coming together and one person throws out an idea about the world once was flooded and then it drains, and then the next person says, well, in the desert everybody constantly was having to deal with the blazing heat, and they just continuously build and build on this story. Now this is based on actual story dice, and they actually have these dice where you roll out and they have different images and you interpret it. But this lets you do a little more freedom to change things up. So I could go through and pick specific characters that I want to do, or specific environments. I could change these up for where my current lesson is talking about. I can do very specific regions. I can do states and different things like that. We can get into specific items and work off of it that way. And you can continuously just build up your collection of graphics. So just to add an image, I go in here and I say insert image, and I want to do it in the cell. And for what I've been doing, I just go into Google search. Now if you have something you specifically want already and you have it saved on your computer, you can do that way, or you can just come in and do something as simple as this. And what's really neat is if you do more of an abstract object, something that can be interpreted in multiple ways, it makes it where it's a little easier to interpret. So now what's happening is I have 9 images here, and this center column, and you could have more than one column, I did as items. And so what this is doing is it's looking for the number of item. So that's what the index does. And then randomly between 1 and, well, now it's not 8, it's now 9. Random number between 1 and 9, and that's just, that indexing is saying item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. So it's randomly picking one of those. And every now and then you'll encounter where, let's see if I can't get it to do it. I just screwed up one of those scripts. Every now and then you'll get a duplicate image. If that's the case, just hit like this. There's a way you can write the script out to where you won't have that duplicate, but I don't have that right now. But you can see I can just hit Control R again, regenerate it, or just work off of one less dice. This is, like I said, a really neat idea of just taking these story dice and making it where it's more customizable. And so this is a writing activity, or it's just a little verbal exercise. You can do this with younger kids and let them just verbally write out a story. We could incorporate this with Flipgrid and have them retell a story based off of the images they got. And they can tell you, I got this, 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 and then they make up their story. And just a neat little activity, and wasn't anything too hard, and I'll make sure I share this in the description below. Thank you guys for tuning in, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Hey, thank you for watching this video. Please click the like button and subscribe so you can stay up to date on any future videos.